Today, I'm going to show you the secrets to mastering the knife in Rivals by giving you tips from the best knife players in the entire game, showcasing their insane movement techs and strategies. And by the end of the video, you'll have everything you need to start hitting clips like this. Now those clips are from 16-0, the owner of the #1 knife clan in Rivals. Let's see what insane tips he has to offer. So let's say, for example, I'm a Scythe player, right? Round just started, okay? You're all the way on the other side of the map. I will sometimes do this when I play Scythe, is I'll literally spawn in and Scythe straight up onto this pillar right here. What is your approach to try and kill me when we have like the maximum distance to close between each other?
Honestly, a great one for this is the advanced tech I taught, the Kyle tech, because when people are standing on that specific pillar, I just start, I use Warhorn on this first donut, and then I just go right here and go for a Kyle.
Right, so that's a situation where you would actually want to use low ground to your advantage to stay out of their view, correct?
Exactly.
Do you have any other specific tips on how to deal with auto crossbow players who you kind of might play cat and mouse with back and forth? Because a lot of auto crossbow players or crossbow players in general, they'll kind of play like a knife player just with a weapon, you know, ducking behind cover. Would you say that mostly relies on predictions as well?
For any auto player, it is very important to stay behind cover and be moving sideways the whole time. The way that auto works, it's not like a trigger bot, so it fires right away at you. So if you're moving like not directly at them and you're moving like from the sides or like staying behind cover the whole time, their auto actually can't shoot you as long as you're doing everything properly.
Right, because instead of moving forward and backward, you're going to want to move side to side because their aimbot their auto isn't going to be able to track you as easy when you're going side to side and obviously ducking between cover, because it'll be getting cut off in between all the different
ducking between cover is really important against auto players.
Yeah,
you're not going to be able to counter them if they can see you, honestly.
Right. What about like AR first, playing the basic like DL? Like say you're going up against someone who's really good at DL, maybe using this nade jump right here or using the donut nade jump over there.
For DL users, you just want to know their nade jump, which nade jumps they do, and you just want to get there as soon as possible and then go for the kill from there, honestly. Like let's say they're nade jumping from here, you start from your spawn and then I can just get up this ramp, go there as soon as possible, and then just try to knife them right on where they're and I've gotten to feel like that countless times.
And even if they're going from this one over here on this left
you
side,
just gotta know which one they use.
This one literally shoots you straight up over here, so pretty much all you would literally have to do is like get on this one, and you could probably kill them standing on top of this pillar right there.
That's another example of a prediction.
Right. It's all really about, you know, whether you're going up against, you know, Scythe, Sniper, Crossbow, AR, it's really all about predicting and reading your opponent and being able to, you know, take that first round, take a couple rounds and take in how they move and how they play, because everyone's got a different play style that you'll need to adapt to when you're playing knife, which is why I think knife is so hard and so advanced and honestly often overlooked, because it can seem like a little bit too much to people, but really all you have to do, you know, people like even myself, like I consider myself to be pretty decent at sniper. If I'm playing DL, I have 2 nade jumps that I do, and that's it, and that's on top of this ramp and in that donut, you know what I mean? Even maybe, you know, some specific ones where I hook it in my hand and then go, but even from there, you know, you'll be able to measure where they're going and be able to rely on your predictions based on their previous movements. So the last one that I would consider a challenge to some of my viewers is dealing with explosives. What would you say is the best way to deal with satchel, grenade launcher, RPG, stuff like that?
If you're talking about like RPG and satchel knife players, you either want to counter them by predicting when they're going to go to you and then going for a counter knife against them. Like say they have a grenade launch route, you either cut them off their grenade launch route or you wait for them to go to you and go for the counter there. Or if they're really hard to predict, you could just try to dodge their grenade launch, their launches to you, stay under cover, just try to like stay behind pillars and not get killed until their utility runs out. And then
which also leads into what you were saying earlier about how you play so passive and you kind of try to read your opponent, and it's all about timing and predicting everything they're going to do, you know, as perfect as you can. Last one, I swear. Riot Shield. Okay, Riot Shield. How would you deal with Riot Shield? I know a lot of people think that Riot Shield, like you said, is basically invincible to knife, but clearly that's not true because I've seen you kill a Riot.
Riot Shield is actually one of the easiest to counter melees because they don't get any movement from it, and as long as you're sliding, Riot Shield can never counter you. If you slide to a Riot Shield player and then backstab them, their Riot Shield will do nothing.
Right, and even if they're, you know, for example, I have my riot shield out, and if you know, like for example, slide past me here, even if I'm tracking you with my riot shield and like trying to track where you're gonna go, that backstab will still register as long as you're sliding past me, because you're gonna be moving quicker than I am, no matter how fast I turn my camera, you know?
Yeah.
Well, do you have anything else you'd like to add?
All right, so I just want to say that there are 3 different types of pillar slides: V1, V2, and V3, and it's very simple to differentiate between them. V1 is right here, where you just only slide. There's only one slide, because you can tell the different ones by how many times you crouch / slide. So in a V2, what you're actually doing is you're crouching and then you're sliding. Crouch, slide, crouch, slide.
Next, we're going to be moving on to the best knife YouTuber. You guys have seen him all over the place. It's Weird. Let's see what amazing tips he has to offer. All right, guys, now we are in the game with Mr. Weird, the #1 knifer in all of Rivals. Okay, he is going to give you guys a couple tips. To start off, we're going to do the best tips, all right, from your starting position in Arena. So there's going to be the best start to get across to the other side of the map and maybe get in a position to take your opponent off guard. Weird, what is your #1 tip, brother?
So when the game's starting off, you want to really go, think of there's 3 windows on the map, one over there, or maybe 4, one over there and one over there.
Right,
you
right,
just want to run around them like this. That's usually what I do at the start of the game.
Right. Okay, so you get, yeah. That route's good. So he's basically just saying use these windows to your advantage, right? Because if you do that, especially if you activate your horn, off rip, you can hop on that double jump and then you're already off to the other side of the map and you can play from here. You can hit some pillar slides right here. You know, there's just a lot to play out of when you do that. So moving on to tip #3. This is going to be the hard level tips, okay, obviously. But yeah, we're going to be teaching you guys how to basically get started with a route, like how to manage your movement with the grenade launcher, and then he's going to be showcasing a route or two, and I'm going to try to attempt it and see if I can do it.
Alright, so starting off, what you guys want to do first is you're going to want to just practice slide jumping like this. Is pretty easy. And then once you've just jumped, you can shoot the floor and you'll go flying like this. And then once you practice that enough, you'll be able to continue your momentum by just shooting the floor like this. Yeah, literally like this.
So then once you're out of grenade launcher shots, that's where you can kind of incorporate the satchel too to like get that reload off and get 6 more shots, right? Okay.
Or you can like slide up one of the roofs and that'll give you enough time to hit a reload.
Right. So moving on to the grenade launcher satchel tips, how would you use a roof to like take advantage of getting the time to reload? Like what's a route you could start with being on the roof?
So starting from this spawn, I'd say is probably because you can go around this yellow building just by shooting the wall pretty easily. And based on which side the wall is shooting on, you want to hold the opposite key. So for this wall, you want to be holding the D key so that you get as far away from it, but you're still using the boost from the grenade launcher. So as you guys will see with this yellow building, I can just go around, and if I'm holding the D key properly, you can just do that.
Oh my gosh, and he goes flying up the roof right there.
I didn't use my daggers there either.
Yo, what? Where's the
Okay, if you stand up there, you'll be able to see exactly what I do. I literally just hit this corner right there, and you'll see what I mean.
So coming around, okay.
Like, and you don't need to use the daggers. See?
Oh, and he's just right up the... Okay, so you're like pre-aiming at that corner right there. I see.
The good thing about grenade launcher is that you don't need any satchels. That's the bad thing about RPG,
right,
to be honest.
Oh, I'm just clipping myself on that corner.
You can use the daggers on the roof if you want. As like a start.
No! Get me up there!
Too close. I think just make sure you're not too close to the wall, do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, I'm cutting in too close. Wait, can I use the satchels on this too?
Yeah, you can use the satchels like...
So I'm gonna slide, shoot at the ground, D, oh!
Yeah.
Oh! But Weird, what would you say is another crazy route? Like, I've seen even some people do like an under the map route, or like, where would you say is your best route? You did this spawn. Where would you say is your best route if you're starting in the opposite spawn?
So the best route for the opposite spawn would definitely be you would go round to yellow, and then as the players are going up the ladder, you can hit them as soon as they're going up the ladder.
Really? So you can get all the way over there that quick? Okay.
Like this.
You want to demonstrate that? Oh.
And you're there.
Gone. Now Weird is going to show you guys the crane jump, okay? This is one of the most insane knife routes I've ever seen. RPG, satchel, RPG, satchel, RPG, satchel, RPG.
Yeah.
Double jump, coming all the way around.
What?
Oh my
How?
goodness. He whipped the knife.
I whiffed it.
Nah.
Nah, it's fine.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed all the knife tips in this video. Huge shout out to 16oath and Weird for helping make this video possible. I hope you guys will be able to get better at knife from all these tips. Watch the video over a couple times if you have to. Thanks for watching. Hit that like button, hit that sub button, and I will see you guys in the next video.